Hey movie junkies, welcome back to another episode of Twin Flicks, where we always here celebrate the magic of movies and physical media with you. Now, way back in 1996, when Happy Gilmore came out, it very quickly became the bane of the Gilmore family's existence. I mean, I still clearly remember every single time we went into Hollywood Video, or any store for that matter, when they would see that my last name is Gilmore, they would always look at me and say, "Is your first name Happy?" Get it? Get it? The movie Happy Gilmore? Or they would ask, "So are you having a happy day today?" Get it? Get it? Get it? That movie Happy Gilmore? Your last name is Gilmore? Happy get it? Yeah, I get it, but I don't want it. And this literally went on for the next few years. From friends, from people we met in the stores. I mean, it just went on and on. And then after a few years, just when I thought it was finally calming down, the air is cleared, it's over, we can finally breathe and relax, this came out. If you're out on the road. And the floodgates open, and as you can imagine, everyone just had a field day with that one. And between that and Happy Gilmore, it was relentless for years. And if your last name is Gilmore, you probably know what I'm talking about. And now, almost 30 years later, just when I thought people had forgotten all about it, calm down, the air is cleared, I can finally breathe and relax. Well, guess what? Kino Lorber comes knocking at the door with Happy Gilmore on 4K UHD that they're releasing this month, and it started all over again. This time even worse, because now we have social media. So I get DMs saying it. Okay, it's okay. I'm fine. I need therapy. Oh wait, no, I can't have therapy, because the last time I saw a therapist, he literally said, Is your first name Happy? So are you happy today? But hey, whatever, it's cool, it's fine. And this month it's even finer because we have Happy Gilmore in 4K UHD. One of my favorite 90s comedy movies, and I'm sure yours as well, even despite the fact of what we had to go through and now still go through with the film's name. And this 4K comes at us with a fresh 6K, that's right, 6K scan in 16-bit from the original Eastman Kodak negative, forming a 4K DI with HDR and Dolby Vision grading, and also preserving its theatrical ratio of 1:8:5:1. And the restoration work was handled and completed by Universal Pictures, and it was approved by director Dennis Dugan to ensure accuracy. Alright guys, so it's that time. Let's take a closer look at Kino Lorber's 4K UHD presentation of Happy Gilmore against the 2011 Universal Blu-ray and see if this 4K is worth the upgrade. Now at first glance when the movie started, I thought, wow, the colors on the 2011 Blu-ray look pretty damn good. And then as the movie went on, you can obviously see some color inaccuracies and inconsistencies, where there's this slight cool bluish or orangey hue, especially within white levels such as papers, walls, telephones, backgrounds, and even within white clothing. And as you can see here, the 6K scan has brought Happy Gilmore the way it's supposed to look, and the HDR Dolby Vision grading really opens up the color gamut here, breathing new life back into the colors, and apply just enough to help balance out the colors while also giving more depth and much more nuances within the colors. Now, one big problem I kept noticing with the 2011 Blu-ray is with the saturation, where colors are way overly saturated, coming in way too hot sometimes. Where characters are walking around with a sun-baked tan, the saturation with this 6K scan and the HDR Dolby Vision grading has pulled back on the range with the saturation just enough where skin tones now look naturally warm, while also accurately matching who has a tan and who doesn't. Now, a big area that was affected was on the green of the golf range. I mean, you can see how hot and overly saturated it looks. The 6K scan and the HDR Dolby Vision grading, the green now looks how it should. Contrast and highlights are also handled much better here with this 4K. I noticed the 2011 Blu-ray during daylight scenes can sometimes look way overly exposed in some scenes. This has now been fixed with a 6K scan and the HDR Dolby Vision grading, where these daylight scenes now look how they should, looking naturally lit. The entire color palette now just looks much more natural while also vivid with some really nice pop to it. Now, the black levels on a 2011 Blu-ray looked pretty good. I honestly didn't see any problems with it. But what the 6K scan has done, and with help from the HDR Dolby Vision grading, is enhances the black levels even more, giving us those stronger, deeper blacks and healthy shadow details that really draws out even more information and extra depth than what we had on a 2011 Blu-ray. While it's not a night for day difference with the black levels, it's definitely a really nice improvement here. As far as the image quality, this 6K scan delivers an outstanding display with the higher resolution, and the HDR Dolby Vision grading gives Happy Gilmore a much higher level of details and clarity that's also as razor sharp as it can be. What the 1995 lenses picked up is what we are seeing on our TV screens, which includes its faults with a number of softer shots, especially with close-ups that look very soft sometimes, and this is not the fault of a bad transfer. Instead, this is just inherited from the original negative. Even the 2011 Blu-ray has this, and the film's production design comes through looking much more refined and lifelike than the 2011 Blu-ray does, with details and textures that really pop off the screen, that are a lot more active now, even with backgrounds and close-ups. I did notice though that clarity can from time to time take a little dip, and it is not an issue with the transfer. The 6K scan has also given the film much more depth and three-dimensionality within the image now, especially on the golfing range with those wide shots. It looks much more spacious now, giving some outstanding life and naturalness to the movie, where the 2011 Blu-ray looked very flat. The 6K scan has also retained the grain field that looks nicely resolved and tight, giving a natural 35mm filmic appearance. Guys, Kino Lorber keeps knocking it out of the park with the 4K UHD presentations, and Happy Gilmore is absolutely no exception. That definitely makes its impact and is worth upgrading from your previous Blu-ray release, or if you don't already own it, definitely pick this one up. Alright guys, well, it's that time. Head over to the comment section and let me know when you look at the differences here between Kino Lorber's 4K UHD presentation and Universal's 2011 Blu-ray. Which do you think looks better? Or do you see much difference at all? Head over to the comment section and let me know. And as always guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes here as we dive into the 4K UHD presentation of Happy Gilmore and comparing it to the 2011 Blu-ray. As always guys, keep physical media alive and stay tuned for another 4K versus Blu-ray comparison.
Twin Flicks presents 4K versus Blu-ray comparisons.